Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can move without the basketball so that you can score more points. So moving without the basketball is very important. If you want to be able to score more points in your next game and future games, you need to move without the basketball. There's nothing worse than having a player who's standing out on the perimeter in the corner doing nothing, just waiting for you to pass them the ball. Because I can tell you one thing, their defender is going to start cheating, and not many people are going to be passing to you because they're upset that you're not moving, and while they have to. So a good example of this is Bruno Caboclo. He really hasn't moved from that corner. Maybe this year he will. Last year he started moving away from that low corner, but all the time he was with the Raptors, that was his spot, and he didn't move. And that's probably why he got traded away. But he was a really good player for his age, and considering that he was very raw. But going from there, moving without the basketball is very, very important. So if you have the basketball and you pass the ball away to somebody, instead of just staying in one spot, you need to go and move somewhere. Maybe move to an open spot on the court because now the guy is playing maybe one step away, 2 steps away, and deny defense. But you need to get to an open spot maybe. Or what you can do, and what I like to do after I pass the ball, is to go screen for somebody, or maybe go screen for the player who I just passed to. That way we can set up a screen and roll. Or if I can screen away, so I can pass the ball away to somebody, I'll go screen away. That way, he gets open, he's open for a shot, I'll pop out to the three-point line, or I'll roll off the screen, and one of us may be open. If we're running a 5-out or a 4-out, and I just passed, and now I'm screening away, set a screen, he now might be open for a 3-point shot. I'm rolling towards the basket. I might be open for a layup. I would much rather have a layup than a 3-point shot personally, even though I was a very good 3-point shooter. It was 49% my final year playing basketball. So I'm a very high percentage shooter. However, I would still rather have a layup than a 3-point shot unless we have 1 second left and we're down by 2. Back when I was younger, there was a really good player who played for Detroit, and his name was Rick Hamilton. And the only reason he scored the amount of points that he did in a game was because he moved without having the basketball. He was cutting baseline, he was doing V-cuts, he was screening for other players. And the reason why this made him so many points is because now he was getting open for more shots. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is V-cuts and L-cuts. So a V-cut is when you are coming down, either coming down from the 45-degree angle and then you're popping out towards the corner, or you could be doing an L-cut or a high L-cut where you're cutting from the corner to the block and then you're showing up, where you can now make some kind of a high post or a mid-post move. And then there's also cuts where you could be cutting along the baseline. And you can be cutting along the baseline, you can be popping out. And now this opens up many different opportunities, because now when you're cutting along the baseline and you're popping out, you're receiving that ball. You could be open. You might have just had 2 different screens, because if your teammates are really good and they trust you, what they're going to do is if they see you cutting baseline and you're running some kind of like a 3-2 offense, or even a 4-out, 1-in offense, and they see you cutting baseline, if they're smart, or if you let them know before the game, this is the type of moves that I do, they might just be like posting up. They'll see you cutting baseline, they'll just take a step in, set a screen, now you're open, and now they might have a mismatch, and now this is even good for them, because now, with them screening a smaller man, if they're a post player, and now they're sealing him, now his man, who's taller, has to go out and guard you, and you might be faster. So this now benefits both of you. You could have been wide open for a shot. You now have a slower player on you, so when you drive, and also it benefits the post player, because now he has a shorter player on him, so now when he gets the ball, he can do a very simple move and get an easy layup. Now, I hope that this video helps you score more points in your next basketball game. If it does, let us know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another twice a day basketball video. It is 40 degrees Celsius with the Humidex today. I am absolutely boiling and probably getting burnt. I'm shining. I wonder if you can see that in the camera. Anyways, I'll see you guys again tomorrow.